अद्वेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्र करुण एव च निर्मामो निर्हंकारः समदुःखसुखः शामि। संतुष्ट सातानां योगी यतात्मदृढनिश्चय मैं अर्पिता मानो बुद्धिर यो मद्भक्ता सा मे प्रिया. In my 3-year stint as a book reviewer, earlier when I used to rate books, I have never ever given a book 5 out of 5 stars. If I were to still give out stars today, this book would probably get 5 out of 5. Watch the entire video to find out why. Let me start the review by acknowledging the English translator, Sri Hemant Shantigramaji. According to me, he has done a fabulous job translating the book from Kannada, the language the book was originally written in. Unfortunately, I do not know Kannada, so I haven't read the book in the original language, so I cannot really compare. However, I still feel that the translator has done an excellent job, as I did feel the emotions that the author probably wanted the reader to feel while reading the book. For some context, Kashir means Kashmir in the Lost Kosher language. This is a multi-narrative book, and we see the events happening in the book through the perspectives of several people, such as Narendra, who is the main protagonist, who calls himself a researcher but is actually much more than that. Mushtaq, a stone pelter in Kashmir. Meera Devi, quote unquote an activist through Kashmir itself. Kailash Pandit, Hridaynath Pandit, Bashir Ahmad, Samir, and many other people. Honestly, this is the only thing that I can nitpick about the book. Too many narratives, which by the way, all are interesting to read about. So I wouldn't particularly blame the author for not editing some of them out. But these many narratives might confuse the beginner. An intermediate or above level reader will not have any problem though. The book basically talks about the genocide of the Kashmiri Pandits on and even before January 19, 1990. Narendra, the main protagonist, is a man who, if exists in real life, can be the inspiration for many. A man with such deep knowledge and understanding of several topics, it is next to impossible for him to lose a debate about a topic which he is well aware about. The list of those topics, by the way, is endless. The amount of information that the author has provided us through his character about several topics such as our history, Muhammad, Islam, and many other topics is insane. The amount of research done by the author is also unbelievable. Some amazing topics were truly interesting to read about, like the origin of Azan and Hijab. But reading about some things like the origin of stone pelting, it truly breaks one's heart. The author has given proper sources and bibliography for almost everywhere when required in the book. I can personally vouch for the author on this because I spent the last 2 weeks basically fact checking the book. If you want to appreciate the effort, do like the video, share it with someone to whom you think it might be useful, and subscribe to the channel. So Narendra travels to Kashmir after having a debate with Meera Devi, which he obviously wins, when she mentions that how can he comment on Kashmiris by only reading books and not actually visiting the place and seeing the plight of the people. So when he travels, he is welcomed by Sanjeev Kaul, a Kashmiri Pandit. Sanjeev helps Narendra discover the real Kashmir, not the real one that tourists visit. He visits the homes of the people who stay there, the past homes of Kashmiri Pandits pre-Exodus. He was deeply moved by seeing the standard of living of the Kashmiri Pandits, how they used to live and how they live now. He also meets people like Kailash Pandit, whose story, if you read and do not cry, I do not consider you human. He also helps people like Salim and Mushtaq who are confused about their future. I truly appreciate the character of Salim. He, according to me, is the true definition of a Muslim. He, unlike many others in Kashmir, but like several other true Muslims in the rest of the world, believes in peace and ignores the violent aspects of his religion and religiously follows those parts that promote harmony. The book goes in graphic detail about how Kashmiri Pandits were murdered and their women abducted and done unspeakable things to by Islamic extremists. The details are disturbing, yes, but also very important part of the book for the readers to understand why the Kashmiris had no other choice but to flee. The way these people are brainwashed, fleeing was the only choice. History is eyewitness. These people had to flee out of their homes 7 times. Now they are living as refugees at their own land. I will recommend this book to each and every person, regardless of their ideologies. I am practically begging you to read it if you are even a little bit interested about the Kashmir issue. The Kashmir issue probably couldn't have been written any better in a fictionalized manner. Hats off to the author's research on the topic. She has done something that no one else could have dared to do. We'll definitely check out more of her work in the future.